way you played, to bounce back with the game you guys had, and for you to get the pick and a couple pass breakups. Just how do you feel like it went this week compared to last?
Today, I feel like we just proved that we can be that defense, that secondary that everybody is, looking forward to seeing. I know the last couple of weeks, we've been giving up a lot of yards, and I feel like it came from, us just playing soft. I feel like, like I said before, the offense have been playing an amazing job. So they've been doing so amazing that we got to a point where I feel like we was getting comfortable, and we started playing more soft in coverage. And I feel like that's not us as a defense. And so the main objective was to come and show that we can play from first down, the first play all the way to the end, and just be as aggressive as we was in the beginning. So I feel like that showed today. I feel like we had one big play that we gave up, and I feel like that's something that we got to continue to build off of. We talking about going from between 10 and 12, big plays in the pass game to one. So that's something I continue to build off of. We definitely not where we want to be at yet, but I feel like we're making progress.
AJ McCord.
Jack, what do you attribute that progress to throughout the week that you think this defense is consistently getting better and better?
I feel like we didn't change anything in practice. I feel like we continue to go for the ball. We continue to compete. But that same attitude we had taken in the game. I feel like in the beginning of each game that we have played this year, we've been very aggressive. We played really well. It was always towards the end of the game. You go in the fourth quarter and you start giving up 100, between 100 and 200 yards in passing. It's tough to give up that much in the last quarter. It's going to add up. So I feel like the only thing we did differently, we continue to compete. I feel like if we just compete as hard as we can each play, one play at a time, I feel like no one can stop us. So I feel like that's what we focus on. One thing Bobby said between the play was don't change anything. Be aggressive. I know we up 2 scores. Just be aggressive. Don't change anything. And that's something that we got to build off of and understand that we have to do that from the first play to the end.
Greg Bell.
Shaquill, that was a pretty good chuck into the stands after the interception. Was that your family and friends up there, or who were you throwing to?
No, it wasn't my family and friends. They was my family is actually on the third level.
Oh,
Couldn't
that
throw,
would have been too far.
yeah, I can't throw that far, and I actually wish I would have kept the football, cause my nephew actually before the game, he said, "Uncle, can you bring me a football back?" I said, "I'll bring you one back if you bring me one back." He said, "Well, we can't take the football in Pop Warner." I said, "Yes, you can. Just tell your dad to buy another football for the actual team, and I want the football that you caught. So you catch one, I catch one." And I threw it, and I ain't thinking about it. I was kind of caught in the moment, and I wish I could get that back, but it's okay. Merry Christmas.
The play you made in the end zone on Jasecki, walk us through that, and is that a risky move to come over the top of a receiver in the end zone, knowing how much they call PI in this league?
Yeah, very risky, but I feel like that's something that I've been pretty good at, diving and punching the ball out and moving out the way. But it's very risky, but it was something that it had to happen. The type of coverage we was in, I know I had to take the inside seam, and I know it's kind of tough for the safety to play backside and help me on the play. So I was kind of assuming that he was going to bend away from me and run away since I'm playing outside leverage. But I know sometimes on those plays I have to dive. So I try to be, smart about where I put my hands at, my placement. So I try to jump first, and then I kind of guide myself so I don't, try to mess up the receiver for him trying to catch the ball and, try to make a clean play. So that's something that I've been focusing on. I did it a couple times now this year. So something that I just got to be smart with, clean hands, and, I'm still focused on that, just playing clean ball.
Michael Sean.
Hey, Shaq, because the offense have been playing so well, did the defense kind of take it personally to like hold up your end of the bargain, so to speak? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like that's what we came in and had to do this week. I feel like, the way they've been playing, I feel like it's time for us to step up. Everybody understand in Seattle, it's been a defensive team. It's always been that way. And that's something that we got to continue to take pride in and understand that we still got to be those guys. And personally, I feel like it starts in the secondary. I feel like when the secondary plays well, I feel like it kind of trickles down to the linebackers, to the D-line. It starts with us. That's something that I preached today right before we started during pregame. I said, just be us. Let's just be great. Let's do what we go. Let's start with us. I feel like if we play a good game, everybody else is going to kind of follow along. So that's something that we've been focusing on. So the offense is playing great, and now it's time for us to step up. And I feel like we're on the right track and making great progress after this game.
How many family members and friends did you have here today?
Maybe like 12, about 12. Social distancing, so they had 6 feet apart. They did really well. I seen them.
Thank you.
No doubt.
Curtis Crabtree.
Yeah, Shaquill, coming out of last week's game, I know Pete talked about not letting balls get behind you guys. How big of a focus point was that for you guys this week, and to go out there and see it come to fruition without you guys letting anything deep? How big of a step is that for you guys?
It was huge. It was huge stuff for us. I feel like today we came in and we believe more in each other. So, we had hook droppers, buzz droppers. I feel like the only thing that DBs had to do was just play their coverage. I know there's always some plays where you feel like you want to make a play, jump something, and I feel like I have to do better with that because I think 2 plays where I felt like they were throwing a comeback and I got double moves, so I have to be smart. Sometimes the play is not there for you to make, so you just got to do your job. So, it wasn't perfect. It's some stuff I still have to work on, but that was the main emphasis was just go ahead and trust the people that's going to be there in those coverages. And then when it comes to man-to-man, you got to win your one-on-ones and stay on top. There's going to be times where people catch, a 5 to 6 yard comeback, but they don't win games that way. It's the deep ball and the explosive plays that turn into touchdowns that leads to wins. So that was the main focus point, and that's something that we got to carry on for the rest of the season where, keep everything in front of us, make our tackles, take away the deep ball, and continue to win games.
Thank you, Shaq.